All right, back with another semen retention video on female attraction. I'm gonna tell you guys the real on this female attraction, the reason why females are attracted to you. And before we start this video, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like the content. So a lot of brothers, when they first find out about semen retention, or there's a lot of brothers who get on semen retention or NoFap because of they want to get more females, and that's a red flag, bro. That's a red flag, man. You should never. Why? A semen retention, as hard as it is, NoFap, I think NoFap is not really as hard. Semen retention is a hard thing. As hard as it is, as long as you've been abstaining, why would you just waste it just to get a female who's probably just a Jezebel anyways, you know? Let's be real. Most of these females in America and Babylon are Jezebel possessed. Even the Bible says something like that. The mother of harlots, Babylon. But this is the main reason why the female attraction, the reason why you get on semen retention, all of a sudden you get more looks. You get females want to, wanting to talk to you, more attention. Is because females are they're spiritual. Even though, don't let them fool you guys. Females are very, very spiritual. They could detect energy, vibes, more than men, I feel like. Because the man, not to say that a man can't do it, obviously he can, but most men are carnal. But even though Eve is carnal as well too, most of them are, they're just, I don't know what it is, but they could detect that. So a woman could detect a man who's retained, a man who's on his purpose, a man who's not giving them attention. And females love men who don't really value them, or not value them. Females love men who don't really put them on a pedestal like most modern men do. Put females on a pedestal because she has a fat ass, or because she has a lot of followers on social media or something like that, or she has whatever, right? And a nice body and stuff like that, nice face. So when she sees that a man is like set apart pretty much, or a man who's not worshiping her, she's gonna look at you as different. She's gonna look at you as, okay, there's something special, something special about this brother, And like I said on my previous videos, when you're on semen retention, you don't want to focus on female attraction. You're on a mission. You're on a purpose. Now that's whatever goal you have. Like if you go in 1 month or a year, that's on you. But when you're retaining for a long period of time, it sucks. It sucks, bro. I was retaining for 10 months, the longest I've been. And it sucked when I fell short. Now, when I fell short, I was in a relationship. So it wasn't like it was like a one-night stand or something like that. But even then, like, after that relationship ended, like, what, 2 weeks? 2-3 weeks later, I felt drained. It was like all that abstaining that I did for semen retention, all that to waste, pretty much. At least that's what it felt like in the present moment, because I had to deal with sadness, loneliness, heartbreak, betrayal. I had to deal with all that. It's like, dang, well, like, I was retaining and I felt good. As those 10 months as I was retaining, I felt new. I felt like a warrior, bro. I felt spiritually strong. And if God didn't bring her in my life, I would have kept on retaining, because I was good. I was chilling. You know how some brothers, they go through like, what do they call it? Not the roadblock. They go through the, flatline. There you go. Flatline, where like you kind of feel like you're losing hope, you're losing motivation, you're getting weak, you're growing weary. But the Bible says, don't be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So you're going through the flat lines. That's going to be everything in life. Every time you try to do something good in life, you're going to go through a flat line. You're going to go through a time where you're going to feel weak. You're going to feel like even Jesus felt when he was weak. All right, everyone goes through a flat line in life. So that's completely normal if you go through that. The goal is to continue to stay on it through the hardship. That's going to build your character. That's going to make you strong. When you're going through a hard time in life and you still stay strong through that storm, you still stay strong through that trial and the tribulations, believe it or not, you are getting strong. It's like going to the gym, lifting weights, right? That's for your physical body. But for your spiritual, in terms of spirituality, you're actually, that's like going to the gym in terms of spirituality. Now, no one wants to be willfully heartbroken, be willfully betrayed. No one wants to go through that. But at the same time, understand that all things work together out for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So truth be told, you're actually becoming more stronger when you're going through that heartbreak, when you're going through that betrayal. But the female attraction thing is really just a distraction at the end of the day, because why weren't they attracted? Why weren't they giving you that same energy when you weren't? When you were, chasing them, when you were putting them on a pedestal. So I would say when it comes to that female attraction things, to forget about it. Just a distraction, and be a king. Walk like a king. All right? And if you're a king, you're eventually gonna attract a queen, a woman who's gonna come at you and see you as a king, see you as a leader, see you as someone who could guide her. And those type of females, you want to attract those type of females, because a Jezebel, she doesn't value that in a man. A Jezebel, a wicked woman, an evil woman, or like a succubus, she doesn't value the man. What they value in a man is their material possessions, how much money he has, what car he drives, your designer clothes, stuff like that. That's what they value. But a woman who comes at you with queen energy, a woman who's trying to build you up instead of tear you down, a woman who's trying to be a helpmeet to your life, she doesn't care about those things, because those things are carnal, those things are temporary. Okay, you can't build with someone who is just about material things, how much money and stuff like that. That's just temporary. That's just a distraction and an illusion itself. But when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to your soul, that's the type of female you want. Someone who's going to be praying for you, someone who's going to be worshiping the Father with you in spirit and truth. You don't want to be dealing with someone who's just there just because she has a fat ass, she has a nice body and stuff like that. That's it's not gonna last. Lust expires. Lust always has an expiration date. But love endures. Love endures to the end. All right. So with the whole female attraction thing, when you're at the gym or when you're out in public and stuff like that, and you notice that the looks more before you notice the looks more on it when you're on Semen before you got on it, just a distraction. Just remember, guys, if you've been retaining for 3-4 months or a year, stuff like that, why would you go back to your vomit? Why would you go back to something that feel good pleasure for 15 minutes? Now dudes can't even last. Well, if you're on semen retention, you're gonna last long. So like 15-30 minutes, right? But is that 15-30 minutes worth lasting compared to or is that worth it, the 4 months you've been retaining? So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The devil has a job to do. The devil wants you to be living in lust. He wants you to be a slave to your flesh. He wants you to be watching porn. There's a reason why porn's free. You got to think about it. OnlyFans charges, and it's because the devil wants to give these hoes money to give them the illusion that they're rich, to give them illusion that they're entrepreneurs and stuff like that. They're deceived. Eve is always going to be deceived. That's just her nature. But Pornhub and like all these other porn sites, right? They're free. Why is that? You know that they charge people for money. People would pay $20 a month for Pornhub and all these porn sites. People would pay monthly subscriptions, $10, $20 a month, and no problem. That would be $1 billion industry. But the reason why it's free is because the devil hates man. The devil hates that you were created in God's image. He hates that. He's jealous of you. Just like how these fake friends, these agents that come your way who are jealous, who have the spirit of jealousy, the spirit of envy on them. Same thing like the devil. Their other father, the devil. Okay? And he's jealous of that you were created in his image, so he wants to corrupt you. He wants to defile you by giving you the devices. You notice how nowadays, back then 10 or 20 years ago, it wasn't like this. But now, there's iPhones, iPads, laptops, all types of devices, for you to watch. It's free, easy access, and all that. There's a reason why it's free. So with that being said, if they want to harvest your energy through these porn websites and stuff like that, you should be wise and have discernment to realize, okay, let me try this semen retention out. Let me try this NoFap out. Let's see what it's really about. And trust me, when you get on NoFap, when you get on semen retention, you're no longer gonna count the days. It's gonna be a lifestyle. It's gonna be a commitment. You're gonna take the oath, because before you were on semen retention, you were just drained. People were just walking over you, using you. You didn't have an authority as a man. You weren't a leader. You didn't know how to guide and protect. You were weak, or maybe you were spiritually dead. That's most of us before we got on semen retention, before we got on NoFap. You were spiritually dead. Now that you have the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding to know that these devices are set against you to destroy you, why would you go back? So with that being said, female attraction, woman attraction, all that, it's just a distraction. Continue to stay focused. Continue to practice discipline. That's what a man is. A man who has discipline, a man who takes accountability, a man who's responsible for his wrongdoings, his shortcomings. And when you do fall short, don't be like these demonic Eves and point the finger at someone else, blame someone else, get other people to blame other people. Take accountability for your wrongdoings, and I promise you, your life will get much better. I promise you. When you take accountability for your wrongdoings, that's how you grow in life. How else are you going to grow if you don't learn through your mistakes? Mistakes When you make mistakes, you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to learn from it. Just like how you have, men who are in their 40s and their 30s and 40s who are living a life of a warmonger. The reason why they're still doing that is because they haven't grown. They haven't taken accountability. They haven't owned up to their faults. They haven't owned up to their sins. So they're still living that lifestyle. It's because they're not taking accountability, man. That's what it all stems down to. And, God has been showing me that the power of accountability, the power of confessing your faults, not just to other people, but to yourself, to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're all you got. People will change up on you. People are just there for a season. Most people, not all people. Most people, though. So at the end of the day, you're all you got. So you got to be the leader in life. And even when you do right, rejoice, celebrate. And when you do wrong, all right, man, I got to reap what I sow in life. Now you got to reap what you sow. And now you got to do what you got to do. Get back up and, live a life of repentance and just try to strive on that narrow path and keep on pushing forward. And, and on the semen retention, like I said, you're going to attract females who you never thought you would be able to get. And let me tell you guys something this too real quick. Never think that a woman's out of your league or something, or out of your standards. That's all in your mind. Remember, the woman was created for you. And according to the Bible, she was created for you. So if anything, it should be the other way around. It should be the other way around. She should try to change herself to try to get to your level, to try to attract you. But we've been corrupted. Babylon has corrupted us with lust, with sex, drugs, fornicate, all that. We've just been corrupted by that. So we're not able to see, the real nature of reality because the nature has been corrupted by the devil. So don't be deceived by the female attraction. Don't be led away by because you notice that you get more females DMing you, or females in your past. I noticed this too. When I got on semen, my exes pop up out of I haven't heard from them in years. Pop up out of nowhere. Why didn't they pop up when I was living a life of a warmonger, when I cut them off and stuff like that? Why wasn't when I was practicing semen retention and wanting to discipline myself as a man, get closer to God, etc., etc. Why do they pop up then? Because the devil has a job to do. The devil's using people to try to get you to go back to your old ways, to get you to go back to your own vomit. So you just gotta be wise and discern, like, okay, she's just the woman in the red dress. That's like in the movie The Matrix, the woman in the red dress, and then Morpheus like, look again. And Morpheus points the gun to Neo. Distraction. That's what the woman in the red dress demonstrates, is a distraction. Someone who's not of the Most High God is an agent. A point blank period, man. So that's pretty much it for this video. The female attraction. I know a lot of brothers, they get happy, they get excited, when they get more, validation, more attention. But trust and believe that's the distraction, because that could lead you astray, and it could lead you to a path that's not good if it's a wrong woman in your life. So just stay focused, stay disciplined, and understand that the devil has a job to do, and you have a job to do as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'm out. Peace.